We're up early, but at least there's a pretty sunrise. So we had to eat in a hurry. So that would be all of Jake's food. Dad got food stuffed into his pockets for Jet and Mom. I brought my oranges, and then my jacket pouch is like full of chamomile tea. I took all of their tea. Oh my goodness! Guys, look at this. Do you guys see this? This is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, it is bright.
So we're out looking at cave drawings and Indian burial grounds and stuff, and the stuff behind me I'm not allowed to show you guys because it's sacred and I can't show you, so sorry, but that's where we are. So there you're getting tea and breakfast ready for us. So we're sitting in the sun. It's not cold, but it's not comfortable either. In the sun it's better. We got tea. It's all nice and warm. And now we're gonna sit in the sunlight and drink it. It's nice. So we have this really fantastic bomb thing that keeps the flies away from your face. So you roll it on your face. And the flies stay away. It's the best.
So this is what we call the Ilkawara, which pretty much means witchetty tree. From inside this tree, you get maku, which is witchetty grubs. They're a tiny little white grub. Sometimes they can be as long and as fat as your finger. Sometimes they can be really small. And they'll enter the tree. You can see like that dirt clump just in there. They'll enter the tree and they'll travel down to the base and sit in the roots, and they'll actually eat the roots, traveling along, and they'll eat through. They'll start and they'll just keep moving along. They'll start to put, like you can see in there, there's a bit of a dirt paste that sits in there, and that's their like droppings. They'll leave them behind and they'll patch up the holes as they go along, healing the root. That way the tree can still survive. So they'll go down, and it's the women's job. They're a gatherer. They go do all the digging. So they'll look around the bases of the trees, have a bit of a look. If there's lots of holes and stuff like that, you're not likely to find a lot of witchetty grubs in there. It means they've all turned to moths and they've all flown out. They've all disappeared. But if it looks pretty good, you got lots of these clumps everywhere. Oh yeah, there's a few in here, so they'll start digging at the base. They'll dig until they uncover the roots, and again they'll look for that bulged bit in the root system to be able to see if there's any grubs in there. They'll chop it off, collect witchetty grubs.
Yum.
Beautiful feast. Kids love them. Really good as well for your hair. They'll actually rub the witchetty grub onto and like crush it and rub it onto babies' heads to promote hair growth. Interestingly enough, works out really well. She'll just balance it there and she'll walk along and she'll just leave it sitting there, or she'll have it facing one way. Yeah, no, it never stays. You need your
So how she puts stuff in?
Yeah, just balance it off.
Like this. She starts off, she puts her pity down there, and you can see all the seeds that are along here, but she'll kind of go like that. She'll break off as much seed as she can, and then she'll move to the next tree and she'll do the same thing again. Hitting it all in, next one, hitting it all in, trying to get all those seeds. And then she'll sit there and kind of work it away, always working it out, getting rid of all the loose seed that's no good, and keeping all the stuff that is good. She just keeps working it and working it and working it and working it.
Work.
And she'll fill this completely.
Wow.
Seed. Completely. She might fill 2 or 3 of these with seed. Completely. She'll just go along and collect all the grasses. So through here you can see quite a few different grasses. This one's one of the native ones. So seed would be used back in the day. Cover.
The place where they already got witchetty grubs.
They're like the tiny little seeds that they grind up to make different
They
foods out of.
grind them up.
Yep, they grind them
They
up.
already grind. So small.
Yep, see how much hard work that is now?
Wow.
For a woman to fill one
That
of
entire
those
thing.
with those tiny little seeds. There's like nothing there. Literally nothing there. Big pity, and what's the big pity got in it?
Seeds.
Seeds. Now, we use one of these things.
Rock.
rock.
High-tech rock.
Now feel the other side of that rock. You can feel that one as well. It's really, really, really smooth.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Now have a bit of a feel of that as well. See how smooth that is.
Just pass it on.
Okay, so this is what we call a jiwa, and this is what we call a jungari. Jiwa is your bench. So it's like your chopping board. It's everything you need, and it stays in one spot all the time. That piece of rock is much too heavy to carry around everywhere. You're not going to lug that everywhere, especially when you're nomadic. You're not wearing any clothes, you don't have backpacks or anything like that. So let's carry a massive jiwa around. I don't think so. However, your jungari gets carried around with you everywhere. This is passed down from grandma to daughter, or to daughter and granddaughter, always skipping a generation. Because mum and daughter need a jungari at the same time. All the time. So Jilpi or grandma will actually teach the daughter, her granddaughter, exactly how to use it and what she does with it. And then mum and daughter will just keep going. But your piti, like I said, you might have 2 or 3 of these. You're constantly grabbing the seeds out, putting them up here, and grinding away all those seeds. Push them off, put them into that one, get some more out, put some more, keep going.
Okay.
Always grinding. Because women are the gatherers. We need to get all that food out. We need to make sure that if the men come back with no food after a hunt, that there's still going to be some food. We don't want to go hungry. What else are we going to do all day?
But so what if they all blow away?
Eat some bugs. Yeah, I was thinking about that. They all blow away.
Yeah, like the seeds.
No. They were smart. They'd have a second, say they'd have their other piti. They might put that down on top of that one to save it. If it is really windy, maybe they'll go and find a cave and they'll sit inside a cave. They know where their jiwa is, so they might, just walk up there and go, okay, we found a much better spot, or they'll build a U or a wheelchair, which is a big shade made out of trees, and they'll sit down underneath that. It's all protected. They might have a fire in front of them, and they'll sit there and they'll all sit together, and they'll all work together, and they'll all make all the different seed cakes and breads and pastes that they can, while the men are all out hunting.
What are the men hunting? Rabbits?
Well, they do eat rabbits a lot now, but you've got your parenti lizard or your nintaka. You've got your malu, so kangaroos.
Okay.
Palaya, which is emus.
Yeah.
Camels occasionally. Camels, they don't like camels anymore. So it's good to get rid of some camels.
I don't think I've tried camel.
Camel's beautiful. Amazing meat. All the stuff the women tend to collect, all the grasses, all the seeds, all the fruits, it's all called may. May. Anything that the men collect, all the meat, anything that you have to cook, that was alive once upon a time, had to be hunted, is all called cooker. Sit there working away all day. When they're finished, they'll put that off to the side. They'll leave it out that way. They know that another group will come through at some stage, or they know that in a couple of months they'll be back. So there's no point carrying it around everywhere. Someone else might need it. And there's always evidence that somebody else has been in the area. Like you look around here, you can see quite a few different bits of broken rock. Quite sharp, some of them, but all over the ground. Evidence that someone was working here, because they're like knives. So they'll chop into things, cut things open and different things like that, all with different pieces of rock. So you see that, you know to look around. There should be a jiwa somewhere. This one is pretty much like your Swiss Army knife. Literally, Swiss Army knife for the desert. So up this end, this one's a little bit broken. It used to have a little bit of a barb on the top of it, attached with some sinew. And what this stuff is called is kitty. Now kitty is made from spinifex grass.
That's the super glue.
That's the super glue, that's exactly right. So they'll collect the resin and they'll pop it all up there, put some up there and get that barb on there, and it's a spear thrower. Makes your spears go extra distance, gives it a lot more power when you throw it. Now it's also a bit of a bowl. Nice smooth area. It also, you can flip it over and carry a fire stick underneath it. If it's starting to rain and things like that, you hold your fire stick. That way when you get to your next campsite, you can light a fire. You've already got it starting to burn. It's also a knife. So inside that bunch of kitty, they'll actually heat that up over the fire, warm it up, it goes nice and soft. You can take that bit of rock that's in there out, find a new really sharp piece, put it in, take it away from the fire. Once it cools down, it goes rock hard again. Like that is literally rock solid. And that bit of rock, that'll stay in there until you need to sharpen it again. You take it out, get a new one, put it back in. Easy. And then, like I said, it's also your fire starter. So our big strong dad is going to teach us how to light a fire.
Yay!
So it is really, really easy. Get you to come up here.
Really, really easy, Dad.
Literally, really, really easy. So you're going to pop it in there, and you want to hold on to it there and hold on to it there, and really fast kind of forward sharp jabs. The more pressure you put, the better it's going to go.
Yeah. Don't push it again. You turn it off? I don't think so.
Come on, Dad.
It's hard work, eh? And they did this for ages. They'd attempt. You can smell that smoke already.
Oh, Jade can smell it.
I can smell it.
See it.
Yep.
Go,
you've started
go.
to make smoke.
Go, Dad, go. Faster. Do it with a heart. You can do it. You guys are not encouraging.
Yeah, Dad.
Go, Dad. Go, Dad, go.
Good work. There you go. That's all right
now.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
You got your smoke. Now have a feel of that. Be really careful. Not too big, just nice and little ones, all right? There you go.
Smoke going.
Go, Jay, go! I know.
You got it, Jade. You got it. You got this. And I'm tired.
So this is also a really sacred area, but we're allowed to take pictures. We just hiked all the way up. She said very few people actually have have a right to come up here, and they're allowed to. So soak in the view, you guys. Nobody else really gets to see it.
Oh, you should be able to just float down. On any of the smoother areas as well, so your shoes don't grip on that stuff.
Oh my goodness, it's steep.
A hand to hold it
Oh,
down.
oh, that's all right. Thank you.
We have had a couple of people go down this on their bus.
Yeah.
Pretty entertaining.
I feel like that's gonna be Jade's approach.
Yeah?
She's done it before.
Oh, that's alright then.
Sometimes.
Oh, Jet, do not push me.
Lean on me.
I think that on you.
Angle your feet to the sides, and your shoes have a little bit more grip
Oh,
where they're going.
good. I got it.
Right, yeah.
Slow as you go.
Whereas that's a little bit more slippery.
Slow and steady. Got it.
I think I'll be
Lunch.
You just have that big honking case.
I do have a big honking tape, yeah. But that way I don't have to carry it first, because everything Good. So good.
Let's put
Hi, Jade. Hello. Say hi, Jade. Hi, Jade. Dang it, she did it.
Emu. What? What are you doing to the emu? Leave it. You're gonna get bit. You're gonna get bit.
I really wanted to turn around and attack.
So we have Thai food. And we're attempting to get a TV show or movie going. Oh, look, it's my eagle. It's a picture I took.
Come on.
That's my computer hooked up, and we're gonna try and get a movie up there eventually when
Did you take
it
these?
starts working. I did.
You did?
Yeah.
That was freaking amazing.
Thank you, JD.